Yeah. Yup. I need the Sandman to come visit me.
Good morning. We're live. Welcome to Take Action Training. I am Julie.
And I'm Jess.
And together, we're socially inclined, bringing you the best of all things social. We're actually going to practice that one day. We're going to come up with a great, social media simplified. We do that a lot too. So anyway, this is the end all be all, do everything. If you're an entrepreneur, it's about all the things. So we take one bite-sized little piece and show you how to do it and get a win in your business when you take action on it this week. So a lot of these are one and done. Once you've learned it, you can apply it every single day. So thank y'all for joining us for today. Today is part 2. We did selfie DIY photo shoot last week. So this week, we're going to kind of show you how you can use Canva. Canva is just the easiest platform. That's what we happen to use. If you are in business, you really need to use Canva. So embrace the Canva. We're going to show you how you can dude up some images, sort of like how we dropped this into a mock-up. So these are just 2 selfies that we did, and then we dropped them into a mock-up. So it's a doing show today. So there is a little resource. Jessica's going to drop it in a few moments. But it is definitely a doing day. I like doing days.
For sure. All right. I can present now. Ta-da. We can go back here for now.
Ta-da.
All right. I'm ready.
So, who practiced their selfies last week?
I know we didn't get a whole lot of them. I was a little disappointed.
I know. Come on, people. Again, and if you missed it, you can get our replays of this by going to sociallyinclined.com/takeaction. I'm typing it right now. Also, when this webinar ends, it will take you to that page to learn more about it. But if you are new here, we do have new people jump on every single week. So if you are new here, this would be our 44th.
44th.
Really?
Maybe 43rd. Hold on. I can tell you.
You don't have to look. But we've done. It's in the 40s, and we've done a bunch of them.
I'm gonna look because
Carrie Ann says I took a couple, but see that's problem number 1. You're supposed to take about 100 so that you can get comfortable with it and then be able to scroll back through and see what you like. But what she's talking about, she said, but sticking my chin out didn't help the chicken neck. So we talked about a little elongating the neck and kind of jutting your chin out to smooth this little area that everyone has an issue with. So practice again. And Jate did, she said she just looked manic. Okay, a little less emphasized on the jutting of the neck.
It's supposed to be an indistinguishable jut.
Yeah. It's
barely.
It's like I don't know, maybe a half an inch, maybe quarter inch, just something. You just barely push it out there. And the facial expression that you're probably making when thinking about doing it is probably the issue. So the more you do it, the better you'll get. And then that pushing your tongue to the back of your throat up sort of that way, that will draw it up as well. So, and it'll kind of, so you see, so that must be a trick because you see like all these pictures. So I follow a lot of different e-commerce places and they dress up, they're modeling their clothes. That's always a better look. If we have any boutique people on here, 100%, we didn't cover this last week, but 100%, an article of clothing on a real model trumps laying it on the floor, all paired out, looking great. People want to visualize what it's going to look like on them. So I follow a lot of them. And to get back to the point is instead of smiling like this, their mouths are sort of open in a ton of them, like many of them. So there must be some trick to draw this up doing that too. So anyway, practice your selfies. The more you take, the better you'll get. Oh,
I
man,
hope
you're calling from Nigeria today. I didn't know you were traveling. Awesome. Glad you made it safe. How long is your trip? Seems like it was a couple weeks last time. Jessica just dropped our TAT resource this week. She just flashed it there a second ago, but because it's a doing, there's not a ton. There's a good bit in it, but it's not like a 10-page resource. But you're going to learn. You're going to have to
take a break today.
Now
it's hard to do mock-ups whenever it's going to be a lot of design.
Right. We're going to be doing the showing of it all. So anyway, so we've covered the what. We're going to give you ways to take your selfies and your product pictures and apply them to social media. Like, we're going to do some mock-ups. We're going to do adding text. We're going to do some dropping out of the backgrounds. The reason is there's a time and a place for a great selfie. Like on Instagram, you see tons of just selfies. They may drop a sticker on it or something like that, but they're not highly produced. But again, you're supposed to be the face of your business. People are trying to get to know, like, and trust you. And just selfie after selfie that are just regular selfies, number one, you're going to come off as much more polished, like a marketing agency is doing it for you, when you can add the text, when you can drop out the background, when you can do some things. So
exactly. And a picture is worth 1,000 words, but a little bit of text well placed on a picture lets people skip over the reading part. And as we've talked about in previous TATs, people don't like to read. They don't like to expend energy trying to figure out what your message is. So in case you aren't picking up what we're putting down, we're pretty much showing you exactly how to create some really awesome holiday promotional material. Not just for holidays. Obviously, that's the most relevant because they're coming up. But any time of the year, anytime you want to have a sale, anytime you have a new product drop, anytime that you are wanting to, well, these 4 things right here. So maybe you're wanting to give away some great value. Maybe you've worked really hard on some tips, and you have a series that you want to put out. And some of this can kind of play into the carousel post thing. And, we talked about repurposing. So if you have a carousel post, then you should take those carousel posts and break them down into single images too.
Exactly. And one of the things we've talked about this a lot on previous TATs is, you want to be a scroll stopper. So by adding a pop of text on there, it is going to give them the context of what's in the post, because it's so hard to get them to stop. And long form posts do well if you can get them to read them. So having the gist of what's in it for them in the post will help to do that.
Yeah, and we're definitely not suggesting every post be produced like this. As Julie mentioned, just snapping a selfie or showing a little piece of your life, that is a great part of your 80-20 mix, the 80 part, where it obviously, if you've taken the time to put text in, then you have some kind of motive. You're trying to educate, you're trying to put a CTA in there, possibly sell or bring attention to something. So this is all meant to be part of the mix of your content.
Exactly. And we've already touched on that we're going to use Canva to do this. You can use Photoshop. You can use PicMonkey. You can use whatever. You can use on your phone a lot of times too, like Adobe Spark. There's all kinds of apps. But we're going to show you in Canva just because Canva is so versatile. We love all things Canva. You can do so much. So you can even build a website if you had to. We did. We did build a website.
I know. There's a link in bio website.
Yep, we have used it a lot. So, alrighty.
Next page.
Next page.
Can you see this? Like, can you move it to the next page, or is that only me?
Just you. Wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I had the power.
Oh, I can do it.
Y'all, look at this beautiful photo.
I hate this photo.
So, yeah, we fought about this for 5 years. This photo was taken about 5 years ago. Little background story. If you like it, leave some messages in the chat because Julie doesn't. But I think that her expression here, I was saying something at that moment like, hey, look natural, and she rolled her eyes and I caught it right at this moment. And we haven't used it much in the last year, but we did use it there for 2 or 3 years. If you scroll way back in the content in the group, we use this photo a lot for things like we just talked about. It's, like this one, did you get carried away with your content? And, the post text probably was talking about reeling it back in, not overthinking it, that kind of message. But I know that we did a bunch of series on this, particularly with the exacerbated, this exacerbated look.
Yeah, and facial expressions. So we just talked about that, like the manic look that I forgot who that was saying that. But the doing different, we talked a little bit last week about pointing and whatever, but you can make if you just took, I don't know, 10 minutes and snapped, think about all of the emoji faces. If you could mimic those, look at what you could do in social posts, and you would have them ready to go. So this is like the whatever kind of look or whatever, but
we'll show you a lot more. We have that file pulled up, that Canva.
Yeah, and this is just super simple. All we did, there was no dropping out of the background or anything, just threw some text on there and away we went. But this is the hook for the post. Instead of the hook having to be, the text that rides under the image, we have it on the image as well. And this is a great way to get people to click and read. Like, oh, what's she talking about? Exactly. All right. And so here is another great one. This happens to be a pin that we did pointing to someone's e-commerce shop. But look at their product images. So with a selfie. And just taken them, dropped them into little circles here, and added some branding. How cool is that? So you can find these templates in Canva. And this one happened to be just handmade, but like there are tons of templates. So all this is a little circle, drag the image. You can crop it. We'll talk about that when we get into the doing of it all. But amazing how you can take a product picture. Okay. All right.
All right. You ready to show everybody?
Sucked in like you're.
So, well, because I was like, it's only 11:13. That means Julie is going to be giving you the ultimate demo today.
Exactly. So, all right. So we're going to take, let me see if I can share here. And again, this isn't the, oops, let me find the actual tab here. This isn't going to be the end all be all. We are going to cover a lot. And if you have if I can get to it and you have something you'd like to do. Oh, I can't find a thing to share here. Hold on. You know how many tabs.
Are you ready, Julie? Yes. Are you sure you're ready? Yes. Okay.
Isn't the one I wanted to share. Because if you know me well, you know I have 9 bazillion tabs open. All right. So, all right. Let me find the TA. I've got to just get into something. Hold
Lunch
on.
and learn. Lunch and learn right there.
Wow. Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. So our Canva, I bet it rivals
I bet the people at Canva are like, what the heck?
We need to charge them more because they are using so much space.
What are the girls at Socially Inclined doing?
Exactly. So this right here is the same we did. These are all done about that same timeline. There is this
it's
one.
Not showing. We're still seeing the menu.
Dang. All right. Really? Sorry. Memento. That's what happens when
we practice this.
Well, I don't want to show my entire screen because everybody always makes fun of all the tabs. Oh, here, we'll do window here. Let me find it. If you just knew how many windows I even have open.
So while she's pulling this up, the application for this is, in case you're sitting there like, wait, what are y'all doing and why? The application for this could not be more timely, because whether you bought our Holiday Hustle Toolkit that had these templates in it or not, or whether you purchase content from us in any other form or fashion, this is how you're going to let people know, like, you're going to give your pictures a holiday spin, the way we did with that pin. That pin, we could have easily made that 4th of July too, by dropping out the light blue and the snowflakes and putting in some warm colors and some sunshine and maybe a hot dog, so that being able to have this basic design skill is really going to serve you well, which is why we decided to include it as a TAT.
Exactly. So, all right. So now can you see?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. All right. So I'm not quite sure why Jessica doesn't have any pictures in here.
Because this was before I was part of the business.
All right.
But well, you can pull me over from the TAT.
I will. Yes. Because I'm going to show several
create
things.
One.
All right. So this right here is a real live. These ran in the past. All right. So this was me being the face of the business. Jessica was here. She wasn't being the face of the business at this time. Thank goodness she is now. Yay, Jessica.
So also, just so you know, I'm pretty sure we took these with my iPhone and it was like a 4.
Yeah.
These not the black ones. Some of the black ones were professional photos, but those I took with my iPhone way back when they were terrible. Yeah. Oh, I love that picture too.
I do like this one. I still have that look like, are you kidding me? But, all right. So this was something that we were working on a while back. Stay tuned. We didn't pull those out of here, but we've resurrected it. Great grinding grace. So, all
right. So stop there where you're holding that poster board. So for those of you who missed last week, I'm going to just kind of hop in and give you a little bit of overview. We talked about staging and poses and backgrounds and such. But if you can get yourself even just a piece of construction paper, or, I mean, I've even seen it as simple as a 99-cent notebook from Dollar General or Walmart. Here, of course, we were at the office, so Julie had a perfectly square piece of foam board. But if you can hold up something like that and smile or point or, whatever, maybe you hold it to the side so that not all of your pictures are straight down the middle, just like we've kind of shown you with this combo. The possibilities are pretty endless as to what you can do with it, which is why this week and last week is even a thing in the Take Action world. Because again, we didn't have to spend $1,200 on a photographer. And that's what we want for you. If you can't afford to use a professional photographer, that's what we're doing, is showing you how to do it on your own. And we're back.
And we're back. And this is a regular old sheet of paper that she was just talking about, how to use that. Use what you got. Use props. It makes things interesting. Here's another one with a sign. Here's pointing. This is not the best quality of picture, but you say I'm sure we ran that.
Oh, yeah. In multiple ways.
Exactly. Prop. All right. So we're going to show a little bit, but I just wanted we wanted to show these just to show that,
right.
Here's a staged prop. Again, this is what the website looked like at this time back then.
Yeah. And if you don't have a friend to take your photos, if you remember from last week, a $10 tripod off of Amazon, you might have to get creative with where you put it. I have taped a phone to the wall before, but a $10 tripod can give you shots. Most of these shots you could get from just a desktop little cheapo one.
For sure. And the other trick from last week is to put your phone in a whatever tripod, selfie stick, whatever it is, and to record video, and then you can screenshot the images, the perfect image out of the out of the video. So easy. And you can edit from there. So, all right. So we're going to take, I sure would like to have some pictures of Jessica in here. Jessica has some fantabulous pictures.
So just leave that open. Add me one.
I'm about to, because I'm going to use yours.
And you're so silly because I take those during nap time.
Not silly.
Silly.
Let's just pop one in here. This is my favorite, though. One of my favorites.
Yeah, so that's mine.
Facial expression. All right, hold on. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't really leave enough room for those.
Yep. Oh, so let's talk about that. So here, so let's say you didn't. Say you love the picture, but you didn't leave enough room here. So if you go to edit image. All right, so I want to talk about this really quick too, because when you scroll down, let's see if I have any now. A lot of people don't have as many loaded here as I do. The reason is because they're way down here at the bottom, and it says, you may also like Vision Simulator. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to load it for you really quick. All you do is click it and you hit use. And then it's going to give you, oh, here we go. It's going to give you another option. So all of those were offered to me, and that's what we did. Look, here's another one. So, or no, maybe that's the tools already loaded, but so let's see what Vision Simulator does. Like if you wanted to turn this black and white, how easy would that be? We wouldn't do that on this one, but.
No, you got to have my purple.
That's right. Well, I'm about to drop your purple out. We're about to drop the background on this one because you didn't leave enough room for text here. I mean, you kind of did. We probably could make this work.
Yeah, if you'll just set me over to the left.
Yep, we just crop you out a little bit more. We have some room for text. All right, just like this. You could put a little bit of text here. All right, but if you didn't, we're still going to use this as an option. All right, so I'm going to use background remover. It's usually towards the top. You do have to install it. All right, this, oh my gosh, I come from the dino days where
she used to have to spend her whole lunch break dropping the background out of a photo.
For sure. It was terrible. You had to use a little eraser and go through and erase it all. It was terrible. Like you could use a little mask or whatever, but this does a pretty good job. If you have curly hair, you know, it will leave a little whatever with the way your hair, but again, this is not perfection. This is people getting to know you. So I just hit apply. Now I have an image that I can sit here. I could put any background back there.
Oh yeah, you could.
So like this is your very own green screen now, basically without a green screen. All right. So let's just say I do this. We'll leave this like this. Let's find a background to put back here. Again, we're just going with the flow. Well, let's look here. What you want back there, Jessica? Beach?
Sure. That doesn't work though.
What you want?
Put whatever you want. I don't care.
What? Name something. Somebody name something. How about
like
I should spell it like Savita spells it, but we'll see what happens.
I don't think Savita's here today. I'm sad. Oh my gosh, that's going to be ridiculous. So what Julie's doing right now is obviously just to illustrate all the things you can do. Oh my God.
It is to illustrate what can be done. So,
are your profiles on fire? I can see it now. Oh God, this is perfect. This is perfect. Hot deals. Thank you, Fran.
Oh, that would be good too.
Thank you. Thank you. Hot deals, cool prices.
All right. So give me just a second. All I'm doing is changing the color. All right. I'm going to use Jessica's. Are your profiles on fire?
Although it would be more like, are your profiles crashing and burning? Because I want to help them, right?
All right. Exactly. See marketing maven coming out there? Or what did you say? Are your profiles crashing and burning?
This is awesome. I'm glad you guys are laughing.
I can't see, so. All right. So you can do all of this in separate, so that it's not all matchy. You can push to the left, push to the right. You have to actually set up, multiple pieces of text.
You can go to some of our first Canva trainings where we talked about font pairings and things like that. But I would make some of it script.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Savita's here. Hey, Savita.
Hey, Savita.
I was afraid you were mad at us after the Tough Love Thursday. It got a little out of hand. I apologize.
Savita would never. I'm sure
might.
She's.
I don't know. Yeah. Everybody's got feelings.
All right. Crashing and burning. All right. So you get the idea of what's going on here. I don't know how big I went, but those should be the same. You can come in and so this is a thing a lot of people don't realize. Spacing. You can just draw this up in one little thing, making it. Whoops. We wouldn't.
Yeah. We'll get it on top of each other.
Yep. But I could do that.
Oh yeah. Question mark. You were corrected. There needs to be a question mark.
Yep, it was on. I didn't change it from the other one. Anyway, so, that's not so beautiful text-wise. I do want you to know that there are pre-done text.
Yeah, I love to use
that you can do. Let me see if I can change this.
I can't believe it. We should have practiced this. I cannot believe this is what we're designing in front of it.
Why? This is perfect.
I think it is. Oh, yeah. You to your. Thank you. All the grammar folks are out in.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Thank you. Is Debbie here? Debbie's our grammar. And Lauren.
Not sure if Lauren is. Lauren will find a typo. I'm like, I just spent 7 hours on this. Yeah, the first word's misspelled. Like, shut up.
We're big picture people.
Grammar police.
All right.
Yeah. But that's why it takes the whole team.
It takes a village to make it work. But you don't always have. Oh, looky here. See how that was nest right down in there?
Oh,
all right, and there should be an and there. But you get the idea of how you can play with something. Granted, this did take a couple, a little bit, but all I'm doing is copying so I can have two different fonts. Again, we probably wouldn't put this out as is, but it doesn't hurt to play. I love the fire in the back.
It is kind of hilarious, and you can't tell that my hair dropped out poorly.
Exactly.
So there's a pro tip. If you have blonde hair, use a white background. And if you drop the background out like this, it's going to behoove you to do a lighter background. If you have dark hair like Julie and myself, when you drop the background out, you really do need darker colors back there, or you're just going to look a little funky. But I love that. I love that.
I do too. And see how... that would stop the scroll. Okay.
Yeah.
It really would.
We might put that out as a Facebook ad and see if we can't get some more one-on-one clients.
There you go. So I would dude it up a little bit more. Drop our little logo right here. You should have that in your, if you have Canva Pro, you have a branding kit and it has this little logos here. So you can just go find it, drop it in just like that.
It doesn't match your colors.
Do what?
It doesn't match your colors.
Right. I could make it.
No, we're good.
Or I could put some purple fire. You choose.
So I love how you picked this photo whenever I went through the trouble of putting the perfect one in the star TAT folder.
It wasn't I didn't get the right. I went to Jessica folder. All right, we'll go find that one.
The TAT folder.
All right, let's build something else. Oh, I just saw this. Would you say the star TAT?
Yeah.
I just saw it. Hold on. We have a lot of folders, people. I went to Jess folder.
Yeah, that has all pictures of my family. There it is. Star TAT.
Oh. All right. Perfect picture of Jess. All right, not designs.
Scroll down. Those are from when we did
this one.
Yeah. So that was a couple months after that first photo when we learned to offset a little.
Exactly. So this is leave enough background we talked about last week. The way your arm is out, I feel like you were actually taking a selfie, and which is great. Yep. So let's say you just don't want to see your arm. People have a deal. They don't want it to look like a selfie. Okay. Well, you just crop a little bit more out and you're good.
Oh, you know what? I actually wasn't taking a selfie. I think I had my hand on my hip,
Okay.
but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
So yeah, I actually used this one before and put some kind of text up there.
Exactly. So to use it with the purple background, because it happens to be on brand for us, all you do is come in and fill. And so I would actually like in design. So a lot of people just aren't designers, and that's okay. But in design, you don't want everything to be matchy, matchy, matchy. You don't want everything to be lined up. You want something, to the left, something to the right. You want to create visual interest. All right. So pushing this to the side, number one, gives you space to write some text. But it also creates interest. So isn't that beautiful? I love that picture.
And for those of you who are like, I took a few photos last week. I'm pretty sure I took 20 or 30 before I found this one that I liked.
Exactly.
So, and I've been doing this a long time. So the highlight takeaway from last week was don't be afraid to get some raw, nasty photos that you're going to delete. Anyway, you can delete them
easily.
That's the beauty of it.
Yep. I'm not sure if Deanne's here, but we have this from Deanne from before because we used her as an example in a something. Maybe it was in the lead magnet that's there. But see, I'm guaranteeing you that's a selfie. And look how great it is. It's like eye level. Maybe it could have been just a hair higher, but it's a really good selfie. So I think. All right. Yep. And so to use this one. All right. So if this happens in Canva, so many people get so frustrated and they would like delete it and drag it back over. There's just a little trick. If you right click, you can detach this image from the background and you don't have to go through the steps again. So if you just wanted to sit that here and have plenty of room for text, you can do that. Let's just say that all of your pictures, because you're a selfie taker and you take on the right-hand side, people get so irritated because they think you don't look the same, and you actually don't. But we're going to see what Deanne looks like flipped. Some people lose their mind when you flip them.
Oh, I think she looks great.
See, I don't think she looks any different. I wouldn't know,
that was
I wouldn't know. Yeah. So in your feed, you can start mixing it up. All right. So if you're a right-hand selfie taker, it's okay. Flip yourself. Wonder what Jessica looks flipped.
Oh gosh, my eyes are cut really far.
I think it's all right.
That means it's going to look silly up there.
It's not.
Flip. So Charisse, it's in the top there. If you see edit image, crop and flip. If you click flip.
Yep. Oh yeah. So you select, I forget, it's Canvas School too. All right. So I forget. So when you click the image, you immediately have crop and flip. All right. And a lot of times if you feel like if you come in and you bring that bigger, it will just attach it. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. See how it's not in this one? It's not setting it as the background, but a lot of times it will. So if it does, all you do is right click and then, delete. All you do is come in and detach from, it did it just then. So you just detach from background and you get to start it over. You always can drag it over again. All right. So we don't have in this file, but let me see. How do we get
show the pins?
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
So Shine Sparkle Slay. It's going to be SSS pins.
I can just go to this folder. Yes.
Yeah, you can go to that folder. That's just products. That's the product pictures.
All right. Well, let's just hold on. I think I'm showing this whole. Can you see the other page in Canva now? Mm-mm. The search page? No? Yes.
No.
All right, hold on.
Just close that one out.
That's the one I'm sharing. I can't. I have to go back to home. I can do this.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Just
okay.
Navigate in that one. It's SS. Yeah.
Templates.
Pinterest. Yeah, so we have a one-on-one client and she was like, I need some holiday Pinterest posts.
So guess what?
Guess what we did? It was fun too. It was probably the most fun that I got to have yesterday.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to show you too. Some people have the view where the thumbnails are across the bottom. And some people, like in the other one, they just scroll and scroll.
Hey, I don't see anything.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Nobody else was going to say anything, but I got
Yeah, y'all have to say I'm good. All right, now can you see it? It's because it opens in a new window.
There we go. Yep.
All right. So this is what I'm talking about.
The pins.
Some people have this view, and some people remember on the last one how you could scroll down. Well, this still scrolls if you. I'm using my mouse with the two things, so it does still scroll. And then if you need to see all of them at one time, you can see them like this, a little bit larger. So just in the spirit of Canva school. All right, but look at all these lovely, lovely. So let me find one that's got product pictures. All right, let's see.
The holiday one starts right there. The one under 10.
I can't get it to open. Hold on. Why won't you open? Hold on.
You gotta change the view probably.
Thought it would usually open from that view, but all right.
Here we go. So you can open that if you open that folder so that they can see.
Which folder?
You're going back too far. So it's the 5 from 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 was where I put the Christmas ones.
All righty. Christmas. All right.
So for any of you wanting post design, this client literally gave me images and was like, I'd like some holiday pins. And she gave me the product images, which is what Julie's going to show real quick in the
I'm just going to pull up. Yeah.
That's what she gave me.
All right. So, and all she did literally was take this. Let me copy this. Can I copy this from this view? I hate this view, by the way. I
don't know how to get it to a different view.
Yeah, I can't remember how to get it to. I think you can.
That's the way pins happen.
I was just going to duplicate it.
No, it's perfect. You don't have to do that. Don't worry about it.
So I was just going to show you. Literally, you just take this, you drop it in. I want to show you how to crop is why. And I'll undo.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. You just double click the image. Wait a minute. Let me show you just this way. So you just click the image and then here's crop. Okay. Then all you're doing is dragging. You just want to get it to a size that you can see. And then you're just dragging. You want when it's product based, you want all of the product to stay in at least one of the images. And then usually you have a up close and then a further away. All right. So you have these little lines, grid lines to let you know you're in the middle of the image. You'll be able to see you were going to cut her head off just a hair. All right. But you can see the product. This is meant to be a product picture. This could very well just be a selfie picture as well. Okay. And I need to show how to put a selfie in a mock-up in just a few moments. All right. So same thing here. Let me just undo. All right. Number 17. Same thing. In this one, I would have actually zoomed in a little bit more just to get the close-up of the bag. Same thing. Okay. Drag your picture over. How easy is that? All this is that made this is a background. That's a snowflake that you can find under elements.
Scroll up and click templates on that left side, and they can see the template that I started with because it'll show recent templates. We are not like magical ninjas. We know how to use, sometimes we feel pretty magical when things come together, but we know how to use the tools that we have. Exactly. Why is that not showing you the template?
They're all mixed together. It's all of the templates we've used, so it's not just the pins.
Oh, well, I think it was right there. So,
it was.
Yeah, right. That one on the left there, that's what I started with.
Yes.
Yep.
And so see how easy that was to transform. Her brand colors are pink.
Yep.
There's our logo. There's our website.
It went nicely with this kind of like mauve-y blue. I don't know how else to describe it. If mauve purple was a blue, that's what color that is to me.
All right. Again, here is, so marketing too, you got to have a good message. So spend a moment on dropping your image in and making it great. But look at how cute this is. Just like what we did earlier. Perfect for that friend who has everything. So you're trying to catch them, number one with the picture, number two, hook them in. Because now you're going to think, oh my gosh, Susie loves the show Friends. What, so hard to think of great gifts for people that have everything. Everyone has everything these days. So it's so hard to, something that they would love. All right. Easy to buy for the hard to buy for. Exactly. Who wouldn't love that bracelet? Is that the last one? Nope. One more.
Nope. The best one's for last.
Stuffing his socks has never been this easy.
No, stuffing his stocking.
Stocking, I'm sorry. I've got socks in my brain.
And occasionally you get to be ridiculous like that.
Yep. So much personality that has and how easy that is. So this picture came to us already cropped the background, but you saw how easy it would have been that if you would have laid this down on you can start with white poster board, you can start with your carpet, you can start with your hardwood floor, whatever, lay it down, position them nicely, drop the background out. Okay.
I will say the hardest part of the design of this one was keeping the socks at a decent angle to where they were still the highlight, but being able to make room for that massive bow and keeping the text spaced correctly.
Yeah. So interest. So again, you're creating interest with this. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, but there's still white space. So that's the biggest problem with people that are not designers is they're not leaving enough white space. So all of these are particularly, and with white space, it's not all white. It's red too. It's whatever color.
She's talking about me 5 years ago, y'all.
No.
Some of my old designs, man. I remember I used to spend like so I'm about to speak to you, Savita, and several other of you that I know. I used to spend 2 or 3 hours on a blog graphic. This is whenever I was only working for myself. And it was because I thought they had to be so incredibly perfect, so highly designed. Canva did not have the robust template base that it does now. And even if it did, I sure didn't know how to use it. So learning the importance of white space, and it's just something that you get better at the more you practice. And I guess the more you learn from TATs and such.
All right, so I'm just going to show again. I just made a copy of this. You can detach this from an image. I just want to show you how to drop it into a mock-up. Elements. Jessica, let me think.
Yeah.
What do you want to drop in? Let's drop it.
What are we doing?
Really.
Oh, you're just dropping.
Yeah, I'm just dropping.
That's really better for a selfie. Pick a selfie.
Well,
you wouldn't be in a mock-up looking down at your phone. Come on. Fine. This is real life.
Fine. Let me find one.
There we go. That one's perfect. And see, that one's even blank.
Of course it is.
So yeah, while she's working this out, Carrie Ann, perfectionism and over analysis paralysis is probably a major factor in struggling entrepreneurs. We've struggled with it on both ends of it. I tend to be more like, let's just knock it out and get it done. Julie has come a long way in being easy to please, is how she likes to say it now. But you really have to embrace the done is better than perfect, because the done is better than perfect. And I can almost guarantee you that no one who sees it on your newsfeed will ever know that you only spent 20 minutes on it instead of 3 hours. So you're spending 3 hours on something that you're not getting any return from, because that 20-minute design that you learn how to do today is going to be just as effective. Yep. All of you understand it.
Everyone struggles with
Yep.
Yep.
And you just have to You have to know that you have to be aware of what's happening. That's like the first step. And then know that you can't do that. What are you designing right here? May
I'm
I
just
ask,
showing
boss lady?
how to put how to put a background in. You're talking. I'm just dragging some backgrounds in here.
At least put it on a desktop.
Happens to be looking. Oh, you want a desktop? All right, let's find a desktop.
Although this would be very disturbing on the news feed. Like,
oh yeah, I wouldn't be. So I would not even. I don't even like this shirt not being in purple or whatever. Let's just see what. All right, so we would have to. Let me see what I can do here.
Tone it down.
See, I needed to make some space for the image. All right, so that could be sitting on the desk, except for that paperclip's huge. Yeah, but still, you get the idea. There were plenty. I just wanted to give you an example. So it's, so many people get so hung up in, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Just trial and error. You don't even have to drop it. Like, you can just drag this over. Nope, that doesn't work. Drag it back over here, or don't drop it. So find things that are on brand. Like, I would be looking for something that has a little hint of purple in it, maybe, or even just.
You can always duotone that thing.
Can duotone the thing. Man, we haven't duotoned in a long time. I can't believe no one's asked for it. It's been a minute.
That's because color mix is superior in some ways. I do believe that.
I feeling it too. All right, so let's pretend like I love this.
I do love it.
I could live with it. All right. And then once you get this one, like, literally, you can hit this little copy button, and then you could actually pull in. Let's pull Jess in this one. Dang, where's my folder?
So for those of you who maybe don't know, to do the double one where Julie and I are stacked on top, what you do in a separate Canva design is you create basically that size thing, which is a rectangle. So I would say like 500 by 1,000. And then each photo is 500 by 500. So that's how you create that. So then it will end up as an uploaded photo, the two of us together. If you're ever trying to, most of you are probably solopreneurs, but if you're ever trying to get two things or two elements in a single mock-up, you just create the design separately and then upload it as that photo to pop it in. That looks good, Jules.
Yep. Good work. You actually could do this too. Let me see if this would work. There is a grid. And then
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. No, that's got a thing around it.
Not the right size.
Would two squares work? This is not a square. It's a rounded corner thing, but would two
it will
squares
not, because it won't sit in there. Don't do what Julie's doing right now, y'all, because it will not sit in there properly.
Probably not.
I mean, I guess done is better than perfect. So
this is not the way to do it, but I wanted to see.
No, it's not.
There should be one. There should be a mock-up.
There really should. There should be a mock-up with two photos, but there's not.
Yep. So there's all kinds of, these are frames. So like if we took this away and let's just say you wanted, to get all creative, I don't know. And put a heart.
I do like these. So I like some of these.
Can't make my text go right, but you'll get the idea. Let me see what happens when I put Jessica in here.
It's like a location buttons over there on the left, the green, orange, yellow, green,
blue. Yeah.
I like those a lot for some to like just kind of draw attention. It's almost like you're here at this spot if you put your face in there. Get one of the front-facing selfies. That one doesn't. That one is meant to be the background mock-up.
You don't have one in here. This is all you put in here for me. See, that's it. So I can get Deanne. We'll put Deanne in there.
Jen's here. You can put Jen in there.
Hey, Jen. There's Jen and a heart. Let's get a different one.
Yeah, the heart is not where it's at.
No, the heart's not where it's at. But it's great to experiment and whatever. So these are great. So imagine, I don't know. Let's
put those 3 bubbles in there. That's kind of like the zone stuff. You see that?
Yeah. So if we could just hand add one more and add
Savita.
Debbie, Lauren, me, and Jessica.
Yeah, so these three could be Debbie, Lauren, and me, and then Julie could have her own big giant boss bubble over to the side.
Make a one. All right, let's just drag people in here and see how cute these are.
Aww.
Sorry, not forward facing, but you get the idea.
That's fine. That one's a little better.
Join us for coffee and questions on Thursday. Oh, and I didn't want to show. These all have...
Jen's leading with Deanne. Jen and Deanne.
Yep. Is Deanne here?
I don't think so.
We've missed Deanne.
I have.
All right. So here's how you just on-brand these. Put these in your brand color. Here's our brand color. Okay. Or black. So I would really put this in black if I was going to set this in here, I think. But anyway. All right. This text would not say that. But you get the idea. So you can create a little interest, and there is importing a selfie. Jen's, I just want to say really quick, Jen's, this product picture that Jen made, get rid of the stuff. That is a beautiful, beautiful product picture, and it could be set in so many different things. But I just want to say, this is how you style, and you can totally do this with your phone. I feel like she did because of the way this is run off here. So perfectly cropping this. Like this.
Well, she paid a lot for that. Uh-oh.
Oh, it needed to be cropped. But it is beautiful. But I could recreate that with my phone. Actually, I'd want this brick. I'd want this to come in a little bit more. All right. I could totally.
I love the dessert wine glass full of elderberry syrup.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
But proper, proper placement of product. It's just a beautiful picture. So think about that when you're staging your pictures if you're product based. Again, last thing, if you're information based, man, I need another one. If you're information based, like you can take this and totally put this in a mock-up. We did this last week, but there are mock-ups that you can choose.
Oh yeah, we talked a little bit about that.
Yep.
In one of the freebie episodes. No, that is not.
What is that?
That's weird. The iPads are on back up.
Oh.
But for those of you who don't know, Jen's stuff is in here because she won the drawing. She sent us the best freebie outline. Actually, we got several good ones. I think we picked that one because she had been attending for a while and sent a really good outline. And we created for her freebie live in one of the TATs. So if you want to see exactly how that came to life, the TAT replays are still just $99 for all 50 of them, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about what other master classes are going for $99 a class. But that was a lot of fun, and we knew she thinks her freemium is awesome.
Oh yeah,
we love that when people appreciate it, it's even better. So,
yep, her freemium turned out to be awesome.
And we gave templates too. So if you're like, well, I don't know how to design one, that template right there is in.
I think both of them are. This and was this the second page?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So imagine
the templates in there too. So it's really easy to bring it together.
Or
you can pay us to do it yourself. Do it ourselves.
Pretend like this is not an iPad because you wouldn't just have two iPads overlaying. But I'm going to show you position. Oh, wait a minute. Position forward. So pretend like this is paper. I'm just not going to do it. So look how cool that's just two mock-ups. Again, pretend like it's paper and instead of an iPad. But look how cute that can be. That could be your whole thing. So there's so many possibilities with Canva. We only scratched the surface. One last thing that we didn't talk about, like on the fire one that we did for Jessica, I would have picked a fire emoji to pop in there too, just to create a little more, drawing your eye in. I don't know where the girl on fire is, but anyway. All right. So Canva School.
Was that helpful?
Yep. Again, this is a properly placed little, little graphic there. Again, get you some props. like the poster board. I don't know. You can go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, whatever you have in your area, and get the little project board, stick it behind your couch, stick it in the closet, stick it up under the bed, whatever. Pull it out when you need props.
Yeah.
I actually have a little, can't show it to you. I'm looking over that way. I have a little prop box that I, have things in. So we did, I hate it's not on here, but we've done in the past, like Jessica even superimposed a Santa hat on my head on one of these
because she wouldn't wear one.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
I don't think we had one that day.
You wouldn't wear one.
Yep.
I had a Santa hat.
Yes, she did. I wish it was in here. So Jessica's taken many, 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 many cute pictures in the past. So we want you to as well. So a feed that you are full of, and especially when you're posting in groups and things like that, people just curiously want to get to know you. So,
Sure.
Fun, inviting pictures, inquisitive pictures, whatever. So.
All right. And Cherise, fine. So we got to go. We got to wrap up. But Cherise says, I hope the TAT price doesn't change just yet. I'm coming for it. All right. So I'm going to speak to that for a half second. If you want TATs for $99 for 50 of them, you better ask for them for Christmas, because they will absolutely be priced differently in the beginning of the year. We are, thanks to Debbie and Lauren, just on the verge of launching Socially Inclined Academy. And when that comes out, these will go to a very different price point, much more masterclass-like. So if you want these, when we hang up here in just a second, it's going to take you to our information page. And you can see every topic we've covered so far. Still to come this year is going to be Reels, probably going to do some more Pinterest stuff, and maybe some goal setting as we approach the end of the year. But
exactly. And then next year's, it might still be, it's going to be a different format. We'll still do something that's a weekly. I'm thinking I want it to be copywriting.
Yeah.
Like how to, like all of them, like take a topic, because everyone struggles with a great piece of content that they can repurpose every week. We just did repurposing. So
Carrie Ann, if you buy the TATs, they're there forever. So you'll have access to them forever.
And ever. Amen.
Yeah. But as I just mentioned, the price is going to be different because this was just meant to be a cover the storage cost. And kind of help everyone get back on their feet after the 2020 everyone had. Well, now we're about to be in 2022, so that's going to be different. So, but thank you.
Exciting.
Yeah, good kind of different. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And make sure that if you want to hear from us more, you get in the group, you check your emails, and join us on Thursday for office hours.
Yeah, y'all come style a selfie and drop it in the group. Something teaching. Come teach us something about what you do. Put the little text on it, write a post, and tell us what your business is.
No links, though.
Those. Yeah,
no links.
I'd love to see those.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.